Hello again there, hockey fans, Apba fans, and Apba hockey enthusiasts, to Game 5 of the 2026 Apba Hockey Tournament Single Elimination 16-team All-Time Greats. Today we got the 2001-2002 Stanley Cup champion Detroit Red Wings in New York facing the 93-94 Stanley Cup champion New York Rangers. Detroit comes in here. They finished first in the Central that year with 116 points in the standings. As I said, they were Stanley Cup champions. And after beating the rival Colorado Avalanche 4-3 in the conference finals, they went on to beat Carolina 4-1. They were led by Federov, Shanahan, Hall, and Robitaille, all added 30 goals each. And they were going up against the very tough 93-94 Stanley Cup champion New York Rangers. Finished first in the Atlantic with 112 points. They beat Vancouver in 7 games, 4-3. And they were led by Graves, Adam Graves with 52 points, 79 points, 52 goals. Gartner had 28 goals, as did Messier. So let's get ready for a really big game here, as this is the first game in the bottom bracket here. And the winner of the Detroit-New York Rangers will face next week's winner of the 98-99 Dallas against 85-86 Washington Capitals. So let's get ready to play some Apba Hockeys here on the Saturday game of the week. So we are ready for a puck drop between two powerhouse teams here at Madison Square Garden. We got the Red Wings #1 line of Yzerman with Shanahan and Hall versus Mark Messier with Adam Graves and Steve Larmer. Let's get ready to drop the puck. Yzerman's a 5. Messier's a 5. We got an even face-off. Even face-off 2. We could have somebody booted out of the face-off circle already. 2-11. The Holmes Messier's booted out. So it looks like Graves is going to take the face-off. Yzerman to be a +2 over Adam Graves. 9 on the +2. Disadvantage center. Doesn't matter. Messier has the puck, and we're underway. Rangers with the puck first on the attack. Messier 64 is a 4. That will drop to a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Detroit gets a block shot. Block shot 10. Deflects to the left defenseman. Nicholas Lindstrom in Detroit coming back the other way. Lindstrom 14's a 30. It is an icing. So Detroit gets a block shot. Icing. And we have a face-off down in Detroit's end. Battle of the Fives. 6 on the even. Visiting right wing. Coming out of the defensive end is Brett Hull. Brett Hull on the attack. 12's a 25. That's a defensive wins. That's going to be an interception shot on goal. Right defenseman. But he has to be 5 or lower on this dice roll. It's a 4. So Bokaboom gets a shot. Shot range of 23. Bokaboom fires the puck out of the range. That is the first shot of the game for either team. The Dominator, Hasek, in the goal for the Red Wings. 24. It's a 19. Cannot make a clean save. Gets it out there, and Rangers get the puck back. The left defenseman has it. Brian Leach on the attack. 455's a 1. Leach goes in and gets a shot. He has a shot range of 14. Fires the puck. Shot range of 14. That's a 23. Second shot for the New York Rangers. Hasek. 55. Saves it to the right defenseman, Chelios. They got Chelios and Lindstrom. Top pair defensemen for the Red Wings. And here comes Chelios on the attack. 52's a 27. Checked off the puck. Taken away by the opposing center, Mark Messier. We are a minute and a half in. Just underway in New York. Mark Messier. 21. 21's a 13. Drops to a 15. He's going to try a pass. The red dice is a 2, so it's going to be to the highest shot frequency. He's going to pass it to Graves. 11-2-43. So Messier to Graves. Graves is going to get a shot. Shot range of 26. Fires the puck. 36. Out of the range. Third shot for the Rangers. Hasek. 45's a 6. He's going to hold it for a face-off down in Detroit's end. 2 minutes into the game, we're going to get our first line change. I change my forward lines about every 2.5 minutes. Then I change my defense pairings about every 5 minutes. So we got the Federov line with Robitaille and Draper for the Red Wings. McTavish, Tikkanen, and Anderson for the New York Rangers. Fedorov is a 3, McTavish is a 4, so a +1 for the Rangers. 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. Robitaille coming out of the defensive end. 42's a 2. He goes down and he's going to get a shot. Robitaille shooting 225. Fires the puck. 63. That's Detroit's first shot. It is out of the range. Richter, 54, is a 32. Shot on goal, opposing left defenseman. Lindstrom's going to get a shot. Shot range of 13. Fires the puck. Out of the range. Goalie, Richter, trying to make a clean save. 24 is a 19. Makes a clean save, but it gets back to Lindstrom. And Lindstrom for the Red Wings is going to start the play. Nicholas Lindstrom on the attack. 54 is a 32. If they got a physical of 14, 2, 7, 11, 12, 13. Oh, they do. Taken away by the opposing left wing. Physical hockey by the Rangers. And here they come. Esa, Tikkanen. Rangers. 22's a 1. He skates in, he gets a shot. Tikkanen. Shot range of 16. Lets it rip. It is a 16. He puts it on the goalie. Could the Dominator make the save? 42's a 4. He saves it to the left wing. What a huge save early in the game here. Fourth shot on goal for the Rangers. First one that really challenged the Dominator, and he made the save. And here comes Detroit the other way. Luc Robitaille. 21. 21's a 6. 6 will drop to a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for a block. Looking at the red dice. They block it. The Rangers get the block. And it's going to go to the centerman. First block shot for the Rangers. 3.5 minutes in. Here comes McTavish. Craig McTavish. 34 is a 31. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Detroit takes it away to left defenseman Lindstrom has it. And here comes Nicholas Lindstrom. Red Wings. 52 is a 27. Loses it again to McTavish. Last time down the ice before a line change. Here comes Craig McTavish. 53. 53 will be a matchup. Got a center. Matchup 9. Alrighty, the center. Matchup. Center battles against the opposing left wing. The center C is a 7. The opposing left wing is a 7. Shake the dice. Advantage. It's going to go to the, I'm going to give this to the offensive player because it goes to the negative guy there. Pass to the second highest shot frequency for a shot on goal. So the second highest shot frequency would be Leach with a +1. So McTavish to Leach. Shot range is going to go from a 14 to a 15. Fires the puck. Leach puts it on the goalie. Hasek. 12 is a 25. He cannot make the save. And on the matchup, McTavish to Leach, he beats Hasek and early in the game. The New York Rangers take 1-0 lead. So with 14:36 left here in the first period, the New York Rangers draw first blood as Leach gets the goal. McTavish gets the assist. We got the number 3 lines coming out with the number 2 defense pairings. And the New York Rangers lead this game 1-0. So we got the Red Wings have Larionov, Holmstrom, and Maltby going against Nemchinov, Noonan, and Maytu. So face off, center ice. So Nemchinov is a 4, Larionov's a 2, +2 for the Rangers on the face-off, +2, 7 on the +2. Advantage, Nemchinov, and here comes the Rangers with the lead and the puck. 15 is a 1, skates in, gets a shot. Shot range of 24, Nemchinov, shot range of 24, lets it fly. Out of the range, 6 shot on goal for New York early in the game. Hasek. 61. 61's a 15. Makes the save and gets it to the centerman. And here comes Larionov in the Red Wings. Trying to get something going in the offensive attack. Igor Larionov. 63's a 25. Taken away by the defenseman for the Rangers, Sergei Zubov. Here comes the Rangers the other way. 45's a 13. 13 drops to a 14. He's going to try a pass or assist. First dice. It's a 4, the second highest. Going to pass it to Nemchinov. Assist of 52. So Zubov to Sergei. Shot range 24. Fires the puck. Out of the range. 7 shot on goal. Hasek. 65 is a 35. He leaves a rebound out front of the net. Who's going to get the rebound? The highest is going to get a 1. Highest with the eye is Matthew, a 7. A 7-1 on a rebound. No rebound. Goalie smothers it in front of the net. So Hasek does cover it up. We got a face-off down in front of the Red Wing goal with 13.5 minutes left here in the first period, and the Rangers leading 1-0. Nemechov is a +2, 4 on the +2. Advantage left defenseman, Kevin Lowe. In the offensive zone. I put it on green when it's in the offensive zone so I can keep track of things. 33, he skates in and gets a shot from the offensive zone. That's 33's a 4. Shot range of 21. Kevin Lowe fires the puck. 16, he puts it on the goalie. Hasek. Can he make a big save? 26. 24. Hasek is beaten again. Kevin Lowe, top left shelf, beats Hasek. And the Rangers are out to a 2-0 lead here in the first period. Not a very good start for the Red Wings as we got 12:54 left here in the first period. New York's leading 2-0 with the goal by Lowe. Assist by Nemechov and one by Noonan. So 2-0 lead here for New York here at Madison Square Garden. And we got a puck drop and we got the number 4 lines out. Detroit has Datsuk, Devereaux, McCarty versus Kovalev, Gilbert, and Koser for New York. Datsuk is a 3. Kovalev's a 1. So +2 for the Red Wings on the face-off. 10 on the +2. Disadvantage left wing, and here comes New York again. Greg Gilbert on the attack. The number 4 lines out. Gilbert, 12's a 25, taken away by Frederick Olesen. The right defenseman for Detroit. Detroit on the attack, trying to get something going here. 61's a 28, taken away by Joey Koser. One of the old Bruise brothers there for the Red Wings, playing for the Rangers. Here comes Joey Koser with the puck. 61's a 28, taken away by Darren McCarty for the Red Wings. 11.5 minutes left here, first period. Darren McCarty on the attack. 21. 21's a 31. Do they got a physical of 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Oh, they definitely do. That'll be taken away by the left defenseman, Kevin Lowe. And here they come. He scored a goal last time. 55. 55's a 14. 14's going to drop to a 15. Should be a passer. Passer assist. 1 is going to pass it to the highest shot frequency, which is Kovalev. 11 to 23, he'll get a shot. Does not get the shot, but Kovalev has the puck. New York on the attack. Alexei Kovalev, 62. 62's an 8. Possible forecheck. Nope. So they got it now. Is got to see if they can clear it. They got a clearing of 5 between the two defensemen. So no defenseman, no clearing. Now we go to the wide shot. Wide shot 8. Shot on goal, third highest shot frequency. 24-20, third highest will be Gilbert gets a shot. Shot range of 14. Out of the range. 9th shot already for New York. Rangers. Hasek. 62, saves it to the right wing. Darren McCarty. Last time down the ice for the number 4 line. Here comes Darren McCarty. 35. 35 is a 5. 5 will go up to a 4, and McCarty will get a shot. Shot range of 14. Out of the range. Detroit's third shot. Compared to New York's 9. Richter. 51's a 3. Saves it to the centerman Kovalev. We are halfway through the first period, and we got to get a change. Change on the fly. It's a 5. Fisher. No, to be Olesen. As the number 1 lines come out. The number 3 defense pairing. The dice rolls a 6. The second dice rolls a Messier's, and they go in the corner. A fight with Olesen, and Messier takes the puck away with a corner of 14. He slides it over to Graves, and Graves is going to do it in the slot battle against number 1, left wing against a right wing. He's a 9 versus a 7 for McCarty, so Graves is going to get a shot in the slot battle. Shot range of 26, out of the range. 10th shot for the Rangers. Hasek, 65 is a 35. He leaves a rebound out front. Got to quit doing that. A 5, that'll be the second highest. So Graves is a 9. Second highest will be Messier's at 8. An 8-1 on a rebound. Wide shot. Detroit's trying to clear it with a 5. Detroit cannot clear it. Wide shot. 10. Puck deflects off the glass in the crowd for a neutral zone face-off. Detroit can get their change in now. Out comes their number 1 line there, back out with the Yzerman line. And we got new defense pairing out here. The number 3 defense pairing for Detroit will be Duche and Dandenalt. So face-off, center ice, 9.5 minutes left, first period. Rangers leading 1-0. Messier, Yzerman, they are both 5s in the face-off, so 6 on the even. Visit in right wing. Brett Hull on the attack for the Red Wings. Brett Hull, 33's a 1. He skates in, he gets a shot with a shot range of 22. Hull fires the puck out of the range. 4th shot for the Red Wings. Mike Richter, 64 is a 5. Saves it. Larmer has it for New York. As they're coming back down the ice. Stephen Larmer. 12's a 25. Detroit checks it out the puck. Matthew Dandenall gets the puck. Red Wings coming back the other way. Dandenall. 45's a 26. Taken away. Adam Graves and the New York Rangers. 8 minutes left. First period. Graves with the puck. 15's a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. Shot range of 26. Lets it rip. 24 puts it on Hasek. Here's the 4th shot. Really good scoring opportunity. Can Hasek make a save? 64 is a 5. This time he finally makes a big save to the right wing. And Brett Hull has the puck, and they got to do a change on the fly. They're getting tired out there. Gives it up to the left wing. This will just be a forward line change. No defensemen are still good. Only switch them every 5 minutes. And here we change on the fly the other way. Dice rolls a 6. Be an icing. But back in. Here we could do line changes on icings in the older seasons. So we got a face-off down in New York's end. McTavish is a 4. Fedorov's a 3. Actually, Draper's going to take the face-off. Draper's a 4. McTavish is a 4. We got an even face-off. Even 6. Visiting right wing. Draper has the puck. Here comes Detroit. Draper, 45's a 26. taken away by Tikkanen. The New York Rangers, 7 minutes left here in first period of action in Madison Square Garden. Isa Tikkanen, 14-30, icing, face-off down here in New York's end. Draper's a 4. McTavish is a 4. Even face-off, even 5. Home left wing. Tikkanen trying to come out of the defensive end. 46 is a 41 on a defense wins. Possible bench minor. If not, 2 through 9 is a neutral zone face-off. Detroit's bench minor is a 14. Oh, and Detroit's going to get called for a bench minor. And the Rangers with a 2-0 lead. They're going to go on the power play. So 6 minutes left here in first period. Rangers up 2-0 are going on the power play. First power play of the game as Detroit got a bench minor. So Messier, the number 1 lines are out here. The number 1 defense pair, and they got Leach over here playing the point. And they'll be going up against Detroit's number 2s are to stay out there. Detroit's taking the right wing out. So Messier is a 5. Fedorov's a 3. +2 for the Rangers. 10 on the +2. Disadvantaged left wing. Wow, Detroit, man disadvantage. Robitaille with the puck. Robitaille, 26 is a 24. Cannot do anything with it. It'll be taken away by the left defenseman, Brian Leach. And here comes the Rangers with a man advantage. Brian Leach, 61. 61's a 28. Taken away. Detroit does not have a right wing out there. Leach still has the puck. 35. 35's a 2. He skates in and gets a shot. It's 14. They got a power play of +2, so it goes up to a 16. Leach firing the puck. Shot range 16. It is a 13. He puts it on the goalie. The Dominator, Hasek. Snake eyes to the left defenseman. Big save by Hasek. That eats up 30 seconds of the power play advantage for New York. And here comes Detroit. 5.5 minutes left here in the period. Lindstrom, man disadvantage. 26 is a 9, taken away by the right defenseman. Bokaboom on the power play. 61. 61's a 28. No right wing out there. Bokaboom still has the puck. 53 is a 19 on the power play. Taken away by the left defenseman, Lindstrom. Detroit is halfway through killing this power play. And here comes the left defenseman, Lindstrom. Short-handed. 32's a 26. Taken away by the left wing, Graves on the power play. Adam Graves skates down. 51's a 1, gets a shot. His 26 goes up to a 32. Lets it rip. Out of the range. 13th shot for the Rangers. Hasek. 12's a 25. They got to see if they can clear it. They got a clearing of 8. Dice rolls a 9. They cannot clear it on a 25. That would be their highest shot frequency. He's going to get a shot. Highest shot frequency is Graves with the puck. Graves shooting through 32. It's a 35. Out of the range. Shot number 14. Hasek. 26. 24. They got to try and clear it again. Clearing of 8. This time they do clear the puck. Face off. 30 seconds left in the power play. +2 for Messier. 7 on the +2. Messier has the puck on the attack, on the power play. Messier. 25's a 1. Skates in and gets a shot. 22 goes up to a 24. Lets it go. Out of the range. Shot 15 for New York as they are dominating action here. Hasek. 52's a 27. They got to see if they can clear it. They got a clearing of 8. They cannot clear it. 27. That'll be the third highest shot frequency. He's going to get the shot. 27, 21, 27. Third highest will be Messier gets the shot. Shot range of 24. Out of the range. Hasek trying to make a clean save. 55. Saves it to the right defenseman. The power play is over. We got 4 minutes left here. In first period with the Rangers leading 2-0. Chelios skates behind the net. And he's going to let the number 3 Lions come out. And here come the Red Wings. Chelios starting to play. 25's a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. Looking at the red dice. It's a 5. Block shot. New York. 4. Deflected to the right wing. And we got to get a change here for New York. They got to get some fresh legs out there, so they're going to change on the fly. Fires it down there to Chelios. They're going to have the F3s coming out here with the D1s. I got them fighting in the puck in the corner. Who's going in there? It'll be the centerman. Centerman's a 9. Chelios is a 13. Detroit maintains possession of the puck here. 4 minutes left. Detroit on the attack. Chelios. 15's a 5. 5 drops to a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots for a block. Red dice. Block shot New York. Face off in New York's end. Third block shot for New York here. 3:30 left. Larionov against Nimichov. Nimichov is a +2. 4 on the +2. Advantage left defenseman. Leach trying to bring it out of the defensive end. Brian Leach. 44 is a 1. They bring it all the way down. He's going to get a shot. Leach with a shot range of 14. Out of the range. 17th shot on goal. Hasek. 56-34. He's going to hold it for a face-off. And we're going to bring out the F1s and the D2s to finish up the first period of hockey. Very good period of hockey if you're a Ranger fan. I am a Detroit fan, but I play my games. Try to play them very neutral. So here we are, face-off down in Detroit's end. 3 minutes left here. Messier's a 5. Yzerman's a 5. Even. Face-off. Even. 2. Somebody might get kicked out. 2, 6. Even. Yzerman's kicked out. Shanahan will go in the box into the center circle. So Messier's a +4. 12 on the +4. Disadvantage left defenseman. Fisher trying to bring it out of the defensive end. Yuri Fisher. 56-34. He's going to the penalty box here with 2.5 minutes left in the period. The Rangers going on their second power play. 2.5 minutes left here in the first period. Rangers leading 2-0, and we got a power play for the Rangers. A second power play. Messier, Graves, Larmer, and the points are going to be Leach. And this time they got Zubov out here playing right defenseman. So Yzerman's a 5, Messier's a 5. We got an even face-off. Even 9. Visiting left wing. Shanahan with the puck. Man disadvantage Shanahan. 61. 61 is a 6. That'll be a neutral zone face-off. That'll lead up 30 seconds of the Ranger power play. Even 5s on the face-off. Even 10. Home right wing, Larmer on the power play. Man advantage Larmer. 33 is a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. His 24 goes up to a 26. Shot range of 26. Lets it fly. It's a 36. Out of the range. 18th shot for the Rangers. Hasek. 25 is a 3. Saves it to the centerman. That eats up another 30 seconds of the power play. Minute left in the power play. Yzerman, shorthanded. 66-1. He skates down and gets a shot. Yzerman with a shot range of 22. Shorthanded. Out of the range. Only Detroit's 5th shot. Richter, 23, is a 6. He's going to hold it for a face-off. We have 1 minute left here in the second period, in the first period, and 30 seconds left in the New York Ranger power play. We got an even 9 on the power play, visiting left wing. Shanahan, Man disadvantage. 52 is a 4. He is going to get a shot. Shot on goal. Nope, it's to be a neutral zone playoff. Neutral zone face-off because nobody's playing the point. That's good enough to kill the power play. We got 30 seconds left here. Got the face-off. We got 30 seconds left here in the period. We'll finish it up once again. We got the number ones and the number 2 defensemen are out. And that's how we're going to finish this thing up the last 30 seconds of the period. Face off, center ice, Messier against Yzerman. Battle of the fives. We get a 5. The home left wing, Graves. New York. There's time expiring in the first period. Here comes Graves. 53. We got a matchup. We got a left wing matchup. Left wing matchup 8. Left wing skates in the slot and challenged by the opposing right defenseman. Left wing I. Left wing I is a 9. Right defenseman is only a 4. Shot on goal, left ring, shot range +1. His 26 goes to a 31. Lets it fly, it's a 32. It is out of the range. 19th shot. Hasek. 32 is a 26. Can they clear it? Got a clearing of 5. They do it. Detroit clears it with a 4. And that is the end of the first period of hockey here in Madison Square Garden, with the hometown Rangers beating the Red Wings 2-0. Quick little recap of the first period of action. Red Wings down 2-0 to the hometown Rangers. Rangers with 2 goals with 14:36 left in the first period. Leach got a goal with an assist from McTavish. Then later the defenseman Lowe with 12:54 left in the period. Defenseman Lowe got the goal with Nemechov and Noonan with the assist. That gives them the 2-0 lead. Dominating first period by the Rangers. They had 19 shots on goal, 5 scoring opportunities. Hasek stopped 3 of them, but he gave up 2 of them on the onslaught of shots. And that gives them their 2 goals. Detroit had 5 shots. They never really challenged Richter. So he had 5 easy saves. Defensively, Detroit had a block and 2 clears, and then the New York Rangers had 3 blocks. As we get ready for the second period of action here in New York with the Rangers leading 2-0. The ice is clean. We got the number 1 forward lines out. We got the number 1 defense pairings. And at this time, hope you're enjoying the hockey tournament I got going on here. If you have any questions about gameplay I do or anything about the hockey game, you can always fire a comment out there and I'll try and answer it. Always like it if anybody hasn't subscribed, if you could subscribe, any likes, any comments, it's all appreciated and helps other people see the content here of the Apba games on the Tigerbob Sports Broadcasting Network. So let's get ready for the face-off with Yzerman and Messier, the battle of the fives. Here's the dice roll. 9 on the even face-off, visiting left wing, Shanahan on the attack. For the Red Wings, Brendan Shanahan, 43 is a 29, right back to Leach, the left defenseman, coming the other way for New York. As Detroit's number 1 line can't get anything going. Here comes Brian Leach in New York. 35. 35 is a 2. That's going to drop to a 4, so that'll still be a shot. Leach, shot range of 14. It's a 21. 20th shot for the Rangers already. Hasek. 31's a 4, saves it to the left wing. Shanahan. His second time with the puck a row. What can Shanahan do? 45's a 7. That's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. Looking at the red dice. It's a 6. Rangers cannot get a block shot, and Shanahan's going to get a shot. Shot range of 23. Fires the puck. It's a 35. It's only Detroit's 6th shot at Richter. Richter, 61. 61's a 9. Kicks it to the centerman. Messier with the puck. 18.5 minutes left here. Second period. Mark Messier on the attack. 23's a 5. 5. Drops to a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Detroit does block it. Face off down in Detroit's end. 2 minutes in, we got a stoppage in play. We're going to bring out the number 2 lines here, the McTavish line for New York. Number 2 line is the Federov line for Detroit. As the next goal in this game is going to be a big one. Face off, Fedorov's a 3, McTavish a 4, so a +1 for New York. 4 on the +1. Disadvantage left defenseman Lindstrom trying to come out of the defensive end. 51's a 5. That would be a shot on if they had a big enough assist. The Soga, as we call it, but they do not. So that will be a neutral zone face-off. Fedorov's a 3 and McTavish to 4, so +1 for New York. 9 on the +1. Advantage center. McTavish and the New York Rangers flying down the ice. McTavish. 21's a 31. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Detroit taken away. Physically enough, good enough, and Lindstrom has it. Detroit 3 minutes in. Coming back the other way. Lindstrom. 62's a 9. That would be a block shot to the left defenseman. 4th block shot today for the New York Rangers. And here comes Brian Leach and company. Brian Leach, 66 is a 1. He skates and he gets a shot. Leach has a shot range of 14. Dice rolls of 26. 21st shot on goal for the New York Rangers. Hasek, 36. 33 cannot make a clean save. Shot on goal, opposing right defenseman. But Bogelum's only a 5. It's a 5, so he does get the shot. 11 through 23. 32. Out of the range. Shot number 22 for the Rangers. Hasek, 32 is a 26. Can they clear it? Clearing of 8. They cannot clear it. 26. Shot on goal, second highest shot frequency. 27. Leach is the second highest. Shot range of 14. Fires the puck. As the onslaught continues. Out of the range. 23rd shot. Hasek. 53. Saves it to the right wing. Chris Draper. Here comes Detroit trying to put some pressure on here. Here comes Draper with the puck. 52 is a 27. Loses it to McTavish. And now the Rangers. 16 minutes left here. Second period. Craig McTavish, 55 is a 1. Skates in, he gets a shot. Shot range is 25 for McTavish. Lets it rip. 41 is out of the range. 24 shots on goal. Hasek has his work cut out for him today. Saves it to the left wing. Luke Robitaille. And here's the last time down the ice for the number 2 line. Luke Robitaille, 63 is a 6. 6 will drop to a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. Red dice is a 3. Block shot. New York. It's a 6. We got a stoppage. We got a face-off down in New York's end. 15 minutes left here in the second period. We got the number 3 forward lines coming out. With the number 2 defense pairings. As the second period has just been a kind of a continuation of the first period, as the Rangers just looking like a powerhouse. Detroit cannot get any offense at all going. Now we got the face-off. We got Larionov's a 2. Nemitov is a 4, so +2 for New York. 3 on the +2. Disadvantage right defenseman. Olofsson, he's in the offensive zone. Offensive win, Fredrik Olofsson. 22's a 2. He's going to get a shot. Fredrik has a shot range of 12. Lets it fly. It's a 14. Just out of the range. 7th shot for Detroit. Richter. 22's a 2. Saves it to the right defenseman. And here comes New York. Led by Sergei Zubov on this drive down the Zubov, 25 is a 1. He skates down. He gets a shot. Zubov shooting through 13. It's a 64. Out of the range. Shot number 25. Hasek. 34 is a 31. Cannot make a good save. They work it around. Noonan. Noonan has the puck. Noonan's going to get a shot. Shot range of 22. It's a 23. Shot 26. Hasek. 31. Saves it to the left defenseman, Fisher. And here comes Detroit. Fisher on the attack. Trying to get something going. 22's a 2. Fisher skates down. He's going to get a shot. Shot range is 11. Fisher lets it go. It's out of the range. 8th shot for Detroit. 3rd of the period. Richter. 51's a 3. He's having an easy time back there. Gets it to the centerman, Nemechov. As we have 13.5 minutes left here. 2nd period. Sergei Nemechov. 51's a 3. 3 drops to a 4. He is going to get a shot. Shot range of 24. Out of the range. 27th shot on goal as they keep piling up. Hasek, 41 is a 6. Face-off down in Detroit's end. At this point in time, we'll bring out the number 4 lines. With 13 minutes left here in 2nd period with the Rangers leading this thing 2-0. We got Datsuk is a 3. Kovalev's a Detroit's a +2. 10 on the +2. Disadvantage left wing. Gilbert in the offensive zone. Offensive zone win. Gilbert, 64 is a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots for the block. It's a 6. No block. Shot range of 14. Fires the puck. Out of the range. 28th shot. Hasek. 33. Saves it to the left defenseman, Fisher. And here comes Detroit. Yari Fisher. On the attack. 45 is a 26. Taken away by Gilbert, the left wing of the New York Rangers. Greg Gilbert. 62 is a 8. Not enough forecheck and see if Detroit can clear it. They got a clearing of 5. Dice rolls a 6. They cannot clear it. We got a wide shot, 9. Wide shot. We got a defensive zone face-off. So face-off down in Detroit's end. Datsuk's a +2 on the face-off. Somebody might get kicked out. It's going to be the visitor. Datsuk is kicked out. So McCarty's a 1. Kovalev's a 1. We got an even 12. Visiting right defenseman. Out of the defensive end. Frederick Olofsson. 44 is a 3. He skates down and gets a shot. Shot range of 12. Olofsson, a 12. Fires the puck out of the range. 9th shot for the Red Wings. Richter. 41's a 6. Holds it for a face-off down in New York's end. 11 minutes left here in 2nd period. Datsuk's a +2 on the face-off. 5 on the +2. Disadvantage right wing. Koser's trying to bring it out of the defensive end. Koser, 56, is a 35. That's going to be a penalty. A 35. 13, Koser takes the minor penalty, and Detroit's going on their first power play. So 10:30 left here in the 2nd period. Rangers leading 2-0. Detroit's going on the power play. They got the number 1 forward lines, and they got Lindstrom and Chelios playing the points. New York is taking out their right wing. We got a battle of the 5s in the face-off circle. 6 on the even. Visiting right wing. Hull has the puck. Detroit on the power play. Fred Hull, 64, is a 3. He skates in and gets a shot. 22 gets bumped up to a 24. Fires the puck out of the range. Detroit put a little pressure here on the power play. Richter, 51's a 3, saves it to the centerman. No big deal for Richter. That eats up the first 30 seconds of the Detroit power play. And here comes the shorthanded team, Messier. Man disadvantage, 33's a 1. He skates down, he gets a shot. Messier with a shot at 22 of the range, 22 out of the range. 29th shot on goal, 10th in this period for New York. Hasek, 65's a 35. That's going to be a rebound. Their highest guys, and they get a 1. 9-1 for Graves on a rebound. 9-1. He will get a shot. Graves shoots. Shorthanded. 26. Out of the range. 30 shots for the Rangers. Detroit, 32. Hasek's a 26. They got to try and clear it. Clearing of 8. It is an 8. Detroit clears the puck. Eats up another 30 seconds on the power play. We're halfway through the first Detroit power play. Yzerman, Messier, even. Face-off, even. 11. Visiting left defenseman. Lindstrom with a man advantage. 21's a 31. They got a physical at 12. 2, 6. Oh, they do. Taken away by the left wing. Power defense here by the Rangers. 30 seconds left in the power play for Detroit. Here comes the shorthanded team. They've been dominating the power play. 54's a 32 on a man disadvantage. Physical at 12. 4, 6. Yes. Taken away by the right defenseman, Chelios. Detroit still on the power play. Chris Chelios. 42's a 21 with a man advantage, taken away by the left wing, Graves. And that will do it for the power play, as New York is back to full strength. And here comes Graves with the puck. 53, that'll be a matchup. Left wing. Left wing 3. That could be very interesting. Left wing chips it past the opponent and sees opportunity for a breakaway. Left wing's A plus S is an 8. The defensemen are a 10. So Detroit's a +2. Home team if -1, so Detroit stops the breakaway, knocked off away, taken away by the opposing right defenseman Chelios. So he skates behind. He's going to do a change on the fly. So 1 gives it up to Graves. As Detroit's coming out with their number 2 lines. And they got to get the number 3 defense pairings out there. Right at this point in time here, Graves, New York, they can still come down here. A little bit of time left here with the number 1 line out there. New York on the attack. 21. 21 is a 5. 5 will drop to a 6. 1, 2, 3. 3 shots for the block. Dice rolls a 6. They cannot block it. Graves shoot to 26. Out of the range. Shot number 31. Goalie Hasek, under tremendous stress today. 19. Gives it up to the opposing left defenseman, Wells. So he just skates behind the net. They're going to let the number 2 forward lines come out. And here we go. New York, 7.5 minutes left here. Second period, leading 2-0. Jay Wells, 51. 51's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots for the block. Dice roll is a 5. Detroit cannot get the block. Wells with a shot range of 12. It's a 25. Out of the range. Shot number 32. Hasek. 64 is a 5. Saves it to the right wing, Draper. And here comes Detroit. Draper on the attack. Trying to get something going on offense. 42 is a 6. It stays a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots for a block. Can New York get the block? They do. Block shot. New York deflected to the left wing. And here comes New York. Isa Tikkanen on the attack. 62 is at 8. Possible forecheck. They got forecheck of 11. So yes, they do get a shot. Tikkanen. Shot range of 16. It is a 16. The forecheckers put the shot on the goal. What can Hasek do here? 52 is a 27. He cannot make the save. And this game's getting ugly. As New York playing a physical brand of hockey, Tikkanen scores, and they take a 3-0 lead here in the second period. So with 6:29 left here in the second period, the New York Rangers jump out to the 3-0 lead on a goal by Tikkanen with an assist by Karpatsev and McTavish. So 3-0. We got the number 2 forward lines, number 3 defense pairings out here. As we have a face-off center ice, McTavish is a +1 over Federov. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman. Jay Wells in New York on the attack. 44 is a 5. 5 drops to a 6 with the ODIA. 1, 2, 3. 3 shots to block it. 6. Detroit cannot block it. Wells, shot range of 12. Fires the puck out of the range. As the onslaught continues, that is a 34th shot for New York. Hasek, 22, saves it to the right defenseman Olesen. And here comes Detroit. 6 minutes left. Second period. Olesen, 13's a 22, taken away by the centerman McTavish. And here comes the Rangers the other way. Just over 5 minutes left in the period. McTavish. 44 is a 1. Skates in and gets a shot. Shot range, 25. Here's the dice roll, 25. 51, it's out of the range. Goalie, Hasek. 44 saves it to the right defenseman Olesen. We're going to get a change on the fly. The 3 goes to the opposing right wing. We're going to go to the number 3s. And the number 1s are coming out. And then we're going to have it come back the other way, where New York has to also do the same thing. They got to get the change in. Dice rolls a 6. It's an icing, so we'll have a face-off down in New York's end. We got the F3s and the D1s. So face-off down in New York end. Larionov's a 2. Nemechov's a 4, +2 for New York. 7 on the +2 advantage center. Nemechov with the puck. Coming out of the defensive end, Nemechov. 21 is a 31, and the defense wins. There's a physical at 10, which there will be, there should be, there is. Interception and shot on goal. Right defenseman. Possibly. Chelios. 2 through 10 here will get a shot on goal. It's a 9, so Chelios will get a shot on goal. Shot range of 13. Chelios fires the puck out of the range. Detroit's 11th shot. Richter. 51's a 3. Saves it to the centerman, Nemechov. 4.5 minutes left here. Second period. Sergei Nemechov on the attack. 66 is a 1. He skates right in. Shot range of 24. Lets it fly. 34 is out of the range. 36 shot for New York. Hasek. 24 is a 19. Cannot make a clean save. Gets back to New York. They're working the puck around. Leach has it. Leach on the attack. 56. 33. Possible penalty. Going to the penalty chart, the burger chart that I use. 33. Leach is going to the penalty box. With 3:30 left here in the second period, Detroit's going on their second power play down 3-0. So 3 minutes left here in the second period. Detroit is not really in the game, down 3-0, but they want to get in it. And now's the time to score a goal. Yzerman's a 5. Nemechov's a 4, so Detroit's a +1 on the face-off. Number 1 Yzerman line. Number 1 defense pairings out here. on the power play, 10 on the +1, disadvantage center. And here comes the shorthanded team Nemachaw. Shorthanded, 32-26, taken away by the left wing, Shanahan. And here comes Detroit Shanahan on the attack. Power play, man advantage, 25 is a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. That's going to bump up to 25. Shanahan lets it fly. 46, out of the range. That is the 12th shot for the Red Wings, and none of them have even been on range. Richter, 66, saves it to the left defenseman. Low. Eats up 30 seconds. 90 seconds left in the Detroit power play. Here comes the man disadvantage. Kevin Lowe scored a goal earlier. 45-26, taken away by Shanahan. Power play. Man advantage team, Shanahan. 26 is a 15. He's going to try a pass or assist. And Arsad. Number 5, he's going to pass it to the third highest. 25. 15. Going to try to pass it to Lindstrom. Assist to 23. No, assist to 33. So 25. Shanahan to Lindstrom. Lindstrom gets a shot. 13 bumps up to 15. Lindstrom puts it on the goalie. Detroit's first big scoring opportunity. Richter. 32-26. Cannot make the save, and the Red Wings are on the board. Lindstrom with the feed from Shanahan. Top left shelf. Beats Richter. Detroit late here in. Second period are on the board. 3-1. New York. So with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the second period, could Detroit creep back in the game as Lindstrom got his goal with the assist from Shanahan. Power play goal. Detroit has 13 shots at the goal, only 1 scoring opportunity, but they cashed in on it. So we got a face-off here. Center ice. We got the F2s coming out with the D2s. So we got McTavish is a +1. In the center circle, 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. Robitaille for the Red Wings. On the attack, Luc Robitaille. Snake Eyes is a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. Robitaille with a shot range of 25. Lets it go. 45 is out of the range. Richter. Goalie. 41 is a 6. He's going to hold it for a face-off down in New York's end. 2 minutes left here in the period. McTavish is a +1 in the circle. 8 on the +1. Disadvantage left wing. Robitaille in the offensive zone. Win. Robitaille. 64 is a 3. That is a possible tip-in. Their highest gets a 6. Highest would be Federov. 6-6 on the tip-in. +2 for Fedorov. So 22 bumps up to a 24. Out of the range. 15th shot for the Red Wings. Richter. 13's a 5. Saves it to the right wing. Glenn Anderson. 90 seconds left. Second period. Rangers on the attack. Anderson, 62. 62's an 8. 4-9. That will be a forecheck. Is high enough. They're going to get a shot. With a forecheck, shot range of 24, out of the range. They scored on the forecheck earlier. That's out of the range. Hasek. 21 is a 6. Face-off down in Detroit's end. 1 minute left. Second period. McTavish. +1. 7 +1. Advantage right wing. Anderson. Defensive win for Anderson. 45 has a 26 on a defense, wins interception and shot on goal. Left wing, Robitaille gets the shot. Robitaille shoots to 25. Out of the range. Detroit starting to fight back a little bit. Richter. 55 saves it to the right defenseman, Zubov. And we're down to the last 30 seconds of the second period. Here comes New York and Zubov. 16's a 28, taken away by the right wing. We are going to the third period as the second period comes to an end. Each team tailing a goal, and the Rangers leading this thing 3-1. Before we get ready for the third period, we'll do a little recap of the second period. Second period, shots on goal. New York Rangers, 18 shots on goal, one scoring attempt, or one scoring chance. Hasek could not make the save. And that was Tikkanen's goal with the assist by Karfatasev and McTavish. And on the other way, Detroit had 11 shots, one big scoring opportunity. Richter was not up to the challenge, and Detroit finally scored. Lindstrom with the assist from Shanahan. So through two periods, New York leads the shots 37-16 and leads the scoreboard 3-1. As we got the Zamboni out, clearing the ice, we're going to get ready for the third period of action here in the Madison Square Garden. So as we get ready for the third period of hockey here at Madison Square Garden with the Rangers leading Detroit 3-1, talk a little bit about what's coming up this week on the Tigerbob Sports Broadcasting Network. Going to be playing some golf out in Palm Beach down in Florida. That's where the golf tour is going. Going to play a couple rounds of golf down there. Probably put something on the channel here this week. Probably do a Hall of Fame baseball. Did some Hall of Fame baseball. Got that thing going again. Hall of Fame baseball game. If you had a chance to check it out, played a Four Nations game between the United States and Canada. And that was a very exciting game. If you like the Apba Hockey, that'd be a really fun one for you to watch. And also, possibly do one of the 1984 community baseball projects too. So it could be a busy week here on the Tigerbob Sports Broadcasting Network. And as always, if you could subscribe, any likes, any comments, I'd like to hear from anybody and everybody. So let's get ready for the third period of action. Detroit trying to crawl back in this thing. We got the number one lines out, number one defense pairings. So we got Yzerman's a 5, Messier's a 5. Puck drop is an 11 on the even. Visiting the left defenseman Lindstrom has the only goal today for the Red Wings. Lindstrom with the puck, bringing it down, 61-28, taken away by the right wing Larmer. New York. They got a powerful team here. Steve Larmer, 16-28, goes back, and coming the other way for the Red Wings is Brett Hull on the attack. 46 is a 15. 15 will drop to a 17. That'll be taken away by the centerman. New York with the ODIA +2 gets the puck back, and here comes Mark Messier. Haven't heard in this number too much today. 21's a 13, drops to a 15. He's going to pass the puck. The red dice is a 5. He's going to pass it to the third highest. 27-23-19. Messier to Larmer with an assist of 43. Larmer has it, but he does not get the shot. But he does control the puck. New York Larmer, 33's a 1. He's come down. He does get the shot. He's on range with a shot range of 24. 55. That is out of the range. 38th shot for New York. Hasek. 45's a 6. Going to hold it for a face-off. We are 2 minutes in to the third period of hockey with the Rangers leading 3-1. And out comes the number 2 forward lines. Face-off down here in front of Hasek. Federov is at a disadvantage. McTavish is a +1 for New York, so a +1 in the offensive zone. Advantage right wing. Anderson in the offensive zone. Looking to make a play. Snake Eyes is a 1. He is going to get in there and get a shot. Anderson, shot range of 24. 56 is out of the range. Shot number 39. Hasek. 62 is a 5. Saves it to the right wing Draper. 2.5 minutes in. Here comes Detroit. Chris Draper. 66 is a 1. Draper comes down and gets a shot. He has a shot range of 21. Draper fires the puck. It's a Snake Eyes. Draper puts it on the goalie. Richter, is he up to the task? 41's a 6. He is. He stones him. Draper had a shot. Richter made the save. And we got a face-off down here in New York's end. There's Detroit making a bid to cut it down to a 1-goal game. 17 minutes left here in the game. McTavish is a +1 in the circle. Advantage right wing. Anderson trying to come out of the defensive end. Glenn Anderson, 35 is a 4. He does, and he gets a shot. Shot range of 24 for Anderson. Out of the range. 40, a shot for the Rangers. Hasek, 53, 5. Saves it to the right wing Draper. And here comes the Red Wings. 16.5 minutes left in the game. Chris Draper, 42. 42 is a 6. ODA drops it to a 7. 1, 2, 4 shots for the block. Looking at the red dice, it's a 4. Rangers get a block. With a 7, it'll be a face-off down in the Rangers' end. "16 minutes left in the game." +1 for McTavish down in their end. 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman. Leach trying to bring it out of the defensive end. Here comes New York. Leach. 41. 41's a 9. Taken away by the right defenseman Chris Chelios in Detroit on the attack. Chelios. 34 is a 31. Taken away by the left defenseman. All kinds of intimidation going on there with New York, and they're going to get a change on the fly. Got the number 3 lines coming out. Dumps it down in the corner, down the ice. All comes the number 3s and the number 2s. Lindstrom. In the corner, the left defenseman. The right wing's going down there. Noonan is an 8. Lindstrom's an 11. He controls it. Change on the fly the other way. It's a 4. Lowe has it. All comes the 3s and the 2s. Second dice rolls a 5, so the centerman's going to go down there and fight for control of the puck. He's a 6. 11 for Lowe. So Lowe holds on to the puck here, and here we go. Here comes New York. The other way. 15.5 minutes left in the game. Lowe, 22 is a 5. 5 will drop to a 6. 1, 2, 3. 3 shots for the block. Block shot Detroit. Face off in their end. +2 for Nemechov. And New York, 8. Advantage right defenseman. Zubov. Offensive win. Offense zone. 55. 55 is a 1. Zudov. Can he get the shot? Shot range of 13. 15 is out of the range. They continue to pile up. 41st shot for New York. Hasek. Been good. Pretty good down there, but it's been a busy day. 27. They got to try and clear it for them. Got a clearing of 5. They cannot clear it. So 27. That'll be the 3rd highest shot frequency. 26, 20, 19. 3rd highest shot will be Matthew gets the shot. Stefan Matthew, 24. Puts it on with a 24. Hasek needs a big save to keep Detroit in the game. 23 is a 6. Saves it for a face-off. Detroit cannot afford to go down another goal, and Hasek was up to the task. So we got a face-off down in front of Hasek. New York's a +1. 11 on the +1 advantage, right defenseman. Zubov in the offensive zone. 24 is a 9. Offensive zone. Block shot. Left defenseman Fisher. And here comes the Red Wings on the attack. Yari Fisher trying to start the play. 51's a 6. 6 will stay a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 shots for the block. Red dice. No block. It's a 6. Fisher. Shot range of 11. Lets it fly. Out of the range. 18th shot for the Red Wings today. Richter. 55. Nice clean save to the right defenseman Zubov. He's been playing a very solid game in the net. Here comes New York Rangers. Zubov on the attack. 53. That will be a matchup. We got a right defenseman matchup. 2. Oh boy. Those are usually pretty good. Right defenseman matchup. Right attempts a pass to the forward with the highest shot frequency. So Zubov is trying to get the puck to Noonan. The right defenseman's A. It's a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Noonan's S, so it's 8. Versus the defenseman. It's only a 6, so +2. +2 for New York. +2, they got a 4. They get the breakaway. Pass complete for a breakaway. So Zubov to Noonan. .42. So 42 is out of the range because on these breakaways, on the matchups, you had one digit there. 22 goes to a 32, so a shot range of 32. It's a 42, so Noonan shoots the puck, but it is out of the range on a beautiful breakaway. Hasek, out of the range, 12's a 25. Now they got to try and clear it with a 5. They cannot clear it. Highest shot frequency is going to get a shot. Highest shot frequency is Noonan. Noonan's still going to get a shot. This time it's 222. Slaps it out of the range. 44th shot for New York. Hasek, 15's a 3. Gets it to the centerman. Larionov. 6.5 minutes into the period. Detroit on the attack with Larionov. Got to get something going here. 22's a 4. 4 stays a 4. He's going to get a shot. Shot range of 33 for Larionov. 65 is out of the range. 19th shot for the Red Wings. They're trying to battle back. Richter, 15's a 3. Nice clean save to the centerman Nemechov. Last time down the ice for the number 3 line. Here comes Sergei. 54 is a 32. Does Detroit got the 14 needed? 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They do not. So he is going to pass the puck to. He's going to pass it to Noonan. Noonan has the puck. Here comes Brian Noonan. 44 is a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. Shot range of 22. Noonan, it is a 22. He puts it on the goalie. Hasek, can he make a big save? 66 saves it to the left defenseman Fisher. Hasek doing what he can do to keep Detroit from falling any further behind. Fisher skates behind the net. And we got the number 4 lines coming out. We got the Datsuk line. And we got Kovalev line, the number 4s. And here comes Detroit. Yari Fisher from behind the net, starting to play. Detroit, 56-34, and Fisher's going to the penalty box. Not what Detroit needed. With 12 minutes left here in the game, down to Fisher taking a stupid penalty. Rangers going on their 3rd power play of the game. So New York on the power play got the number 1 power play team out here with Graves, Messier, Larmer, and they got Leach and Zubov playing the points. Detroit has the number 2 forward lines. They got taken their right wing out. So Detroit has to fight off this power play. Messier's a 5. Fedorov's a 3. +2. For New York, 6 on the +2. Advantage left wing. Man advantage. Adam Graves. 23 is a 4 and a man advantage. That is a tip-in. Red dice. That'd be the second highest. I gets a 6. Second highest, Messier's an 8. Second highest would be Leach is a 6. So a 6-6 for Leach. On a tip-in, +4. And plus the other 2 for the power play, so his 14 is going to become a 24. Leach is trying to tip it in through 24. Out of the range. Hasek. 16's a 28. Cannot make a clean save. They got to try and clear it. Chelios and Lindstrom add up to 8. They clear the puck. Eats up 30 seconds of the New York power play here in the 3rd period. With 11.5 minutes left in the game. Rangers with a 3-1 lead. Messier is a +2 over Federov. 4 on the +2. Advantage left defenseman Leach. Man advantage. Brian Leach. 45 is a 7. Possible block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Detroit does get the block with a 6. Blocks it. Deflects to the right defenseman, Chelios. So that will not be a time sequence. And here comes Chelios. Man disadvantage. 22. There's a 2. Chelios goes down. He gets a shot. Shot range of 13. Short-handed. Fires the puck. 23 is out of the range. 20th shot for Detroit on the game today. Michael Richter. 63 is a 38. Going to be a face-off. That'll eat up 30 seconds of the power play. 1 minute left in the power play. I got a face-off. +2. Messier. 11. +2. Advantage right wing. Larmer on the man advantage. 36. 33. Man advantage. Larmer's going to the penalty box. So 10.5 minutes left. We're going to have 4-on-4 action for 30 seconds. Then Detroit will be going on a 1.5-minute power play. So 10.5 minutes left in the game. We got 4-on-4 action. The number 1 line versus the number 1 line, number 3 defense pairings. We got 4-on-4 for 30 seconds. Then Detroit goes on the power play. As Larmer went to the penalty box. Yzerman and Messier, they're both 5s. 10 on the even. Home right wing. There's not a right wing out there for the home team. We got a 7. Home centerman. Messier. 4-on-4 action. Here comes Mark Messier. 13. 13 is a 6. That's going to be a shot with the SOGA of only 16 of 13. So he's going to get a shot. Going to bump from a 22 to a 24. Messier through 24. Shoots the puck. 47th shot for New York. Hasek. 34. He's going to hold it for a face-off. Face-off. Detroit on the power play. Yzerman's a 5. Messier's a 5. Detroit's power play for a 1.5 minutes. Face-off. 8 on the even. Visiting center. Yzerman with the man advantage. Can he come down and make something happen here? Here comes the captain, Yzerman. 16's a 28. There's no right wing, so Yzerman controlling the puck. Trying to make a play. Here comes Stevie Y. 53's a 9. He's going to get a shot on goal. 22 bumps up to the 24 on the power play. Lets it fly. 31 is out of the range. 21st shot for the Red Wings. Richter. 36 is a 33. That is not a clean save. That's a shot on goal. The opposing right defenseman. Chelios possibly. 2 through 10. He gets a shot on goal. It's an 8. He does. 13 bumps up to the 15. Chelios fires the puck. It's a 12. Chelios puts it on the goalie. Can Richter make the save? 12's a 25. He cannot make the save. Chelios on the power play. Detroit's back in this game, as New York still has a 3-2 lead. Wow. What fun is this? Detroit looking to be out of the game, and Hasek making save after save to keep Detroit in the game. And Chelios scores on a power play goal unassisted. So him and Lindstrom both have defensemen that have power play goals to get Detroit their 2. And it is New York 3, Detroit 2. We have 9:19 left in the third period. As even though the big shot advantage is, wow, 47 shots for New York. Detroit only has 22, but you know the way it is in hockey. It all depends what the goalies can do. So here we got a face-off, center ice. We got the number 1 forward lines, number 3 defense pairing. So Yzerman's a 5, Messier's a 5. We got a 7. Home centerman, Messier with the puck. And here comes New York on the attack. Messier, 44 is a 1. He's not fooling around. He just goes down. He gets a shot. Messier with a shot range of 22. Lets it fly. Oh, he puts it right on the goalie. Hasek has to keep Detroit in the game. What can he do? Hasek, 36 is a 33. Oh, and New York comes down and answers right away. Messier, captain of the team, comes down. He dekes out Hasek, slips it between his legs, and New York gets their 2-goal lead back. And the Red Wing fans are like, oh boy. So less than a minute after Chelio scored for Detroit, Messier comes down and scores for New York. We got 8:44 left in the game. It's Larmer with an assist, and Karpovstivs with the assist, his second assist. And now we got a 4-2 Ranger lead, and we still have the number 1 lines out here for a little bit longer with the number 3 defense pairings. Detroit has to fight back again. 5 versus a 5. It's an 8. Visiting center. And here comes Yzerman with the puck. Trying to answer the call. Here comes Stevie Y. 42 is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. Red dice is a 6. They do not get the block. Yzerman, shot range of 22. Lets it fly. Out of the range. 23rd shot for the Red Wings. Richter, 43 is a 29. Cannot get a clean save. The puck goes back to Detroit. They're working it around. And who has the puck? Shanahan's going to get a shot. Shot range of 23. Shanahan, out of the range. Richter, trying to make a clean save. 16's a 28. Now they got to try and clear it. They got a clearing of 6 between them. They cannot clear it. What was that, a 28? So with the 28, the 4th highest will be Danenau's going to get the shot. Matthew Danenau with a shot range of 15. Lets it fly. 23. Out of the range. Shot 25 for Detroit. Richter battling to make a clean save. 51's a 3. Gets it to the centerman Messier. He already has 1 goal in this period, and here comes Mark Messier on the attack. Trying to take this game over. Snake Eyes is a 1. He skates down and gets a shot. Messier with a shot range of 22. It is a 22. Messier puts it on. Can he beat Hasek again? 33. Hasek this time makes the save. Saves it to Duchesne. As Messier almost scored another goal. Skates behind the net, and out comes the number 2 line. The Federov line is coming out for Detroit. They finally get the Messier line off, creating all the havoc, and out comes the McTavish line. And here comes Detroit with the puck. 8 minutes left in the game. Steve Duchesne trying to make something happen. 62 is an 8. Forecheck 3, 7, 11. They do get a shot with the forecheck. Forecheck, they need an 11. They got an 11. So Duchesne's going to shoot the puck to 13. Out of the range. 10th shot of the period for Detroit. Richter. 34 is a 31. Cannot make a clean save. Draper's going to get the puck. What's Draper going to? Draper's going to get a shot. Shot to 21. Out of the range. Another shot for Detroit. Richter. 26 is a 20. Kicks it away. Detroit's right defenseman. Danenau has it. 7.5 minutes left in the game. Here it comes. Matthew Danenau on Detroit. Down 2. They're down 4-2. 62 is an 8. They will get a shot. Danenau has a shot range of 15. 25 is out of the range. Detroit starting to put some pressure on here. Richter. 21 is a 6. He'll hold it for a face-off down in New York's end. As we have 7 minutes left in the game. Big face-off down here. Fedorov is at a 1 disadvantage to McTavish. McTavish, 6 on the +1. Advantage left defenseman. Wells trying to come out of the defensive end. Here comes Jay Wells, 61. Is a 28 on the defensive end. Interception and shot on goal. The opposing right wing. Draper shooting through 21. Fires the puck. 16. He puts it on the range. Can Detroit get a goal back? Richter. 65 to 35. Cannot make the save. Draper scores. And we got a 4-3 hockey game. Detroit continuing to fight here in Madison Square Garden as the crowd groans. So with 6:10 left here in the third period, Draper gets the goal with an assist from Fedorov, the assist from Robitaille, and they cut the lead down to New York 4, Detroit 3. As we got a face-off at center ice. We still have the number 2 lines are out there, but the number 3 defense pairings. So here we go, face-off. McTavish, a +1 for the Rangers with a 1-goal lead. 5 on the +1. Disadvantage right wing, right back to Draper, who just scored the goal. Draper on the attack. 34 is a 31, taken away by the left defenseman Wells. 6 minutes left. Here comes New York. On the attack, Wells, 52 is a 27. Goes to Federov in Detroit. And here they come. Needing a goal. Sergei Fedorov. Can he make a play? 65 is a 29. Cannot. It goes back to Wells. Back to the left defenseman. 5 minutes left. And we are going to get a change on the fly. Dice rolls a 5. Going to go to Dandenall. Because we got the number 3s and the number 1s coming out. The number 3. Nemechov line. Leach and Bogavoom. And the centerman. With the 6, the centerman's in the goal try battle for control. He's a 9-7. Nemechov gets the puck. Slides it over to the highest shot frequency. Noonan. We got a right wing in the slot battle. 2. Right wing 2. Battle in the center. His eye's a 6. Fedorov is a 6. Fedorov takes the puck away. As I always do in those battles there, if it's even, I give it to the defense. If any comments, if I'm doing that wrong, if you could please let me know, that would be awesome. So here we are, 4.5 minutes left. Detroit has to get a change. It's a 6. It's an icing. A no-timed icing. And we got an F3 and the D1s. The Larionov line versus the Nemechov line here. Face off in Detroit's end. +2 for Nemechov in New York. +2, 7 on the +2. Advantage center, New York in the offensive zone win. Nemechov, 64, is a 5. He skates down and gets a shot. Shot range of 24. Lets it fly. It's a 36. Out of the range. That is shot number 50. Wow. Hasek, 61, is a 15. Kicks it to the centerman, Larionov. And here comes Detroit. 4 minutes left in the game. Igor Larionov on the attack. Detroit needs a goal to tie this thing up. 55's a 6. 6 drops to a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for the block. Looking at the red dice. It is a 6. They cannot block it. Larionov gets a shot to 33. Lets it fly. It's a snake eyes. It is on the goalie. Can Richter make a save? Or will Detroit tie it up? 15's a 3. Saves it to the centerman. What a save by Richter. Phenomenal save. Detroit's 30th shot. Now we're down to the last 3.5 minutes left. And here comes Nemechov. 12's a 25. Taken away by the right defenseman. 3 minutes left. He skates behind the net. Number 1 lines are coming out. Number 1 line for Detroit. And at the same time, New York's doing the same thing. So we got the number 1s out. The number 1 defense pairings, number 1 lines. Detroit is on a 4-check. They're doing a 4-check 3 right now. Picking it up a little bit. Here comes Chelios. 32's a 26. Interception and shot and goal. Opposing left wing. Graves firing the puck to 26. It's a 22. He puts it on the goalie. Hasek. 12's a 25. He cannot make the save. New York gets the goal. 2.5 minutes left. It looks like New York's going to win this hockey game. So at 2:28 left here in the game in New York, Adam Graves unassisted skates down the ice and beats Hasek and gives the Rangers a 2-goal lead with 2.5 minutes left. We're going to have a face-off at center ice. We got the #1 offensive forwards, #1 defense. Detroit has pulled their goalie out, Hasek's out, and they got Robitaille. He would be the extra skater here. Let's get ready to play the last 2.5 minutes of the game here. So forecheck 1 for New York, forecheck 3 for Detroit with the extra attacker. Yzerman, Messier, even 5. Home left wing has the puck, and here comes New York on the attack in the forecheck 1. 25's a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. Graves with a 26. So his 26 goes up to a 46, but it's actually capped off at 43. So Graves shooting at the empty net. 11-43, he's going to hit the empty net. And he buries it in the empty net. With 2 minutes left here, Rangers take 3-goal lead. And this crowd is going crazy in New York. And the hockey fans in Detroit, not so much. So with 1:37 left in the game, Graves gets his 2nd goal in a row, his 2nd goal of the game, 1 assist given by Brian Leetch. But just 1:37 left in the game, New York with a 6-3 lead. Detroit's just going to come out here. They got the goalie back out. They'll go forecheck 2. New York's going to say forecheck 1. So we got a 7. A 7 on the face-off on the even. The home centerman, Messier. And here they come. Forecheck 1. Here comes New York. 62. 62's an 8. They got forecheck 12, 5, 10. They do. They actually are going to get a shot. To 22. Messier lets it fly. Messier puts it on the goalie. Can Hasek make the save? 65-35. He cannot make the save. And New York in forecheck 1, they come down and score again. And they're turning this game into a rout. So with 1:01 left in the game, Messier gets an unassisted goal. New York is up 7-3. Let's get this thing finished up here. Yzerman still out there with Messier. 6 on the even. The visiting right wing, Brett Hull, has the puck. And here comes Detroit. Forecheck 2. Brett Hull's 26 is a 16. 16 drops to the 17, taken away by the opposing centerman. Messier. 1 minute left. They're in a forecheck 1. Messier, 66 is a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. Messier with a shot range of 22. 33. Out of the range. Goalie. Hasek. 16's a 28. Cannot make a clean save. They got to try and clear it. They got a clearing of 8. Detroit does clear it. We got 30 seconds left in the game. New York leading 7-3. Face off on Detroit's end. We got a 7. Home center wins the face-off in the offensive zone. Messier. 22's a 1. He skates in and gets a shot. Shot range of 22. Out of the range. Can Hasek make the save to end the game? He does, and that is the end of the game here in New York. Hope you enjoyed this one here. Red Wing fans, not so much, as New York wins this thing. 7-3, and be back in a minute with the totals. So in the end, New York, this game should have probably been a blowout like it was, because they sure dominated it, as they had 55 shots and goals to Detroit's 30 shots on goal. I don't know the last time I had a hockey game like this, especially between two kind of even teams. So New York had 7 goals, 55 shots at goals, 13 scoring chances, 3 penalties for 6 minutes. They were 0 for 3 on the power play. So 55 shots on goal, 13 scoring opportunities. Hasek had 6 big saves. 7 goals were scored. Detroit had 30 goals, 30 shots, 3 goals, 30 shots on goal, 5 scoring opportunities, 3 penalties, 6. Detroit was 2 for 3 on the power play. So they had 5 scoring opportunities. Richter made 2 big saves, and that's how Detroit got their 3 goals. And look for got pretty excited there with about 5 minutes left in the game there. Detroit was coming down trying to tie this thing up. So overall, we had a couple goals by Graves, couple goals by Messier. Then Leach, Tekkanen, and Lowe, they all scored for New York. Detroit had Lindstrom, Chelios, and then Draper. So let's look ahead to what else is going on in the tournament. So with New York 7-3 win, they will advance, and they will play the winner of the 98-99 Dallas Stars and 85-86 Washington Capitals. That'll be next Saturday's game of the week. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan, broadcasting the game from the Madison Square Garden. Exciting weekend. Get up tomorrow morning and watch the USA play Canada in the gold medal final tomorrow. It's been a really fun week for watching the United States play hockey. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next week, keep playing the Apba sports games. They are the most exciting, just most fun games out there, and very realistic, at least in my opinion. All right, you guys, have a great week and see you next Saturday. Goodbye.